Hello everybody, it's Corbin, and today we're going to go ahead and do another
Yaoi review.
So today we're going to go ahead and talk about The Day I Become a Butterfly by Sumomo Yukimi, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and read the back, we'll get into the nitty gritty of it, and yeah. Okay. Yuka is counting down the hours, waiting for the day he becomes a butterfly. Although he has been diagnosed with a life-threatening disease, Yuka doesn't believe that this is the end. He knows a day will come when he will be free to flutter and fly as a butterfly. Watching silently from the shadows is the mysterious Makini. Makini senses that Yuka is nearing his end. He knows that falling in love with a boy who is about to pass away is hopeless, but he cannot help himself. While Makami's love is strong enough to keep Yuka's butterfly wings grounded. This collection of bittersweet tales from Sumomo Yumeka also includes stories about a blue cat, a Tokyo alien, and your very, very own planet. Intrigued? Flip through the pages and satisfy your curiosity. Alright, so first thing that I'm going to tell you about this puppy, actually let's just cover the art, because that's easier and it's faster. Art-wise, it's beautiful, it's stunning. I mean, you're not disappointed with any little thing. I'm trying to find an example that doesn't give away any of the plot. I mean, it's just beautiful to look at. It's just very beautiful to look at. And that is one of the reasons I bought it, was because I loved the cover. It was very beautiful. I loved the pastel look of it. Even on the underside, if I remember correctly, is beautiful kind of bluey pastel-ness, and it's stunning to look at. It really is. I mean, the attention to detail and fineness of the little things is just very intriguing. Now, it's a collection of short stories, which I have a problem with to begin with. I wasn't expecting that when I picked this up, because on the little bio it gives you online, it only listed this top part. So I thought it was one yaoi in the book. Now, I'm going to go through and talk about the summary of each story, and we'll get into it. So, the title story is The Day You Become a Butterfly. It's really kind of difficult in these stories in general to tell the character's gender. So they are very, very androgynous, very. In the first story, the main character looks exactly like a girl. There's no arguing that it should be she rather than he, but they call him he for 99% of the time. So, a terminally ill patient, he's very, very depressed. Kind of seems like a suicide story is going to happen, but then he falls in love with a standoffish boy, and then the whole thing kind of spirals. The first opening story is very, very sad. Very, very, very sad. There's nothing happy. There's nothing happy at all. Even the ending is bittersweet, because you're not sure if the ending's a dream sequence or if it's reality, or that it's just really off-putting. So this took me about 4 days to read just the first story. So, okay, the next one is You at the End. A girl who is deeply emotionally depressed wallows in self-pity and feels alone. Now again, they call this character that is very obviously a girl, wears a girl's school uniform and everything, he. So, not passing judgment, it's very possible that they're transsexual, I don't know, but it's not evident enough to really justify the gender change. So I'm kind of torn and split on it. There is a implied rape that happens during this one. The girl is getting skateboard lessons from a boy, and apparently he's running late to the meeting to give her lessons, and a whole bunch of other people show up, and horrible things happen. There's a romance-ish underlying tone. The boy who's giving the girls the lesson actually likes her, but it seems more if you read it, like, he feels bad for the situation that she got into, and he feels guilty and responsible and wants to be there to take care of her. In this entire yaoi, it's kind of implied sex. It's rated 16+, so that makes sense, but I was mildly disappointed with it. The ending of this is very codependent. They need each other to survive, sort of thing, and I don't like that. It's very dysfunctional, and in my brain, it's not. This is one of my least favorites in here, and that one took me about forever to read too. It was bad. All right, the next one is The Lonely War. A group of friends that have okay. So this is like a group of 4 friends, 2 boys, 2 girls. They end up becoming friends, and, well, they are friends, and they've been friends since grade school. Well, this boy falls in love with a girl, and one day he just kisses her out of the blue, and he's been gearing towards it, been really wanting to for months. So he finally kisses her, and she kind of vanishes off the world for him for a few days. He sees her again, they hang out, they talk, he tries to kiss her again. She spazzes out explaining she doesn't want to ever ruin their relationship because her parents got divorced, and she's very traumatized by that. Well, it's actually the sweetest romance, it's the most romantic. They end up together and they end up falling in love together, and it's very cute. It's my favorite out of the entire one, and it's one of the shorter ones. It's like half the size of the other ones, so I wish it was longer. The next one after The Lonely War is Blue Cat Tunnel. Now, this is a bittersweet tale of a girl who is in love with her ex-violin teacher, but he's married to a woman who's in a coma that's a vegetable, virtually. She lusts for him, as we discover more, and a sad past that she has. So it's implied in the story that she's a prostitute that sleeps with men for money. Just to throw that out there. The girl is very obsessed with the teacher. It's not that she's in love with him, it's an obsession. She overly has it fantasized in her brain, and it's kind of disgusting. The girl also is a tad delusional. Okay, so she believes that everything in the world is horrible except for her one friend who must remain clean and pure, and her one friend is very sweet. The reason it has the name, the Blue Cat Tunnel, is because her friend wants to write a children's story, and it's very silly, and it's about a cat trying to find its way out of a long tunnel, and it's a blue cat. So that's how the whole story got its name, and it's not good. The next one after that was Tokyo Alien Yulala. It's a cute story between 2 friends. Well, towards the end, okay, so they start out at the beginning just sounding like friends. At the very end, they're boyfriends and have been dating this entire time, but it doesn't feel that way at all. So you spend a lot of time kind of questioning and really looking at them and wondering what the heck, but it's a very, very cute romance. It's very, very sweet. One of them has a carefree attitude. The other one's very strict and structured and doesn't want to do anything odd or out of the ordinary. So it's very cute contrast, love romance, very simple, very quick to read. That one took me less than 30 minutes, and I was done, and it was nice. But still, the story made no sense. The last one is Planet of Yours. Now, this is a 3-way friendship, a girl and 2 boys, and these people, one of them is in an abusive home environment, and is very, very sad. He's been smoking since he was 14, he has all these little problems, and he became friends with the other 2 when they discovered him in the alley and said, "Dear God, you smoke so much that your lungs must be the age of like a 90-year-old. And they laugh. And it's a very short story, it doesn't make much sense, but the 14-year-old ends up falling in love with the other male friend, and they end up kissing at the very end, and that's how it ends. Now, I'm going to read you something that sums all of that up in one fell swoop. Okay. And this is the author's note to us, the reader. The day I become a butterfly is a work I dislike personally, because there are various things I regret about it. I admit I don't even fully understand the piece myself. The Lonely War and The Blue Cat Tunnel were stories that I wanted to have more of an uplifting, vibrant youth quality, but it turned out to be a depressing side. Tokyo Alien Ulala is nonsense as usual. Planet Yours is, well, my brain cells must have been dead during that one, because I don't remember it at all, sorry. So, the very last sentence she puts on the page, because it's a whole bunch of collections of little things, is, in the end, I regret that all of my work is so inexplicable. I'm deeply grateful for you to support, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I shared the sentiment. I can't... It's beautiful to look at. It's the only thing it has really going for it. I wouldn't recommend picking it up even if I found it free. And that's a lot. It's too depressing. It's too heart-wrenching. It's too heavy. I'm happy I only paid $4 for it, because if I had paid $12.95 like it says it's supposed to be worth, I would be pissed. I'm fine with dramas. It's actually one of my favorite sort of genre, but this is bad. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 purely because the artwork kind of saves it. Everything about the art style is gorgeous. I mean, a lot of this stuff is just beautiful to look at, and I'll probably never reread it, to be quite frank. I may flip through it to look at inspiration or for inspiration and stuff, but I can't really recommend this to anyone. That said, though, it's still an interesting read. If you are desperate for something, I would get it, but it's a personal judgment call. If you like really super depressing things, this is for you. I don't want anything to really do with the depressing side of this again, so it's going to get put on my bookshelf in the very back. So yeah, that's kind of the review on that. So remember, you guys, like, favorite, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. I promise hopefully next week's will be better.
You like what you see? Then... subscribe!